Hey guys, it's me Josh, also known as Frogman Forever. Welcome to the stream. It's September 16th, 2021, current time 6:11 p.m. How's everyone doing today? It is Thursday. So ready for Friday. This is Valheim, Hearth and Home. I've played this about 6 times on stream, pretty much just random sessions. This is another random session. But it's a very special random session because it's the first session, for me anyway, of Valheim, Hearth and Home. This is a brand new update, just came out today. You can see the timestamp. I don't know if I want to take the time and really go through each one of these updates. But I can tell you it's some really neat stuff. I knew the update was going to be big. I didn't realize what it would entail. I'm kind of just scrolling through that there for you. But I'm excited. So I'm going to jump right into my usual file and see if anything changed for my base, for my character. I know there's a bunch of changes regarding the different items and weapons and all kinds of things. So that's going to be really cool to check out. And it'd be fun to get a little adventuring in. I'm thinking let's go to the swamp. Let's try to get some more iron. I need to get some more guck so I can decorate my base a little bit more. I'm going to go with that green theme, so I'm going to need some guck for that. And then I also need to start looking for some turnips because I've never actually found turnip seeds, so I got to look out for those. Another great thing to get would be a couple more Serling cores so we can really start expanding on our settlement here. Now, this settlement has made some improvements since I last played. We're going to jump right into it. So I'm still going to play as my usual character. Now, depending on how things go today, I may decide to do a full playthrough of this game. I've already been kind of thinking about doing a full playthrough, like from start to beginning, but I'm gonna really just kind of see where I am right now, the status quo with all my current progress and with this update, and see what it turns out to be. And if it just makes more sense for me to start from the beginning, then maybe I will. I might do that regardless anyway at some point, if not right away. But this is gonna be kind of like my trial session. See how that goes. So at any rate, I usually just keep my server on in case any of my buddies want to join, but for right now, the plan is we're gonna go solo here. We're just gonna I'll give you the little tour of the main base here, and then we'll kind of just play around more with the items and everything. So last night I just finished creating a long home, and I saw this home on YouTube. This person posted a video. I don't know what they call them, content creators. I don't know why I was blanking on that. Anyway, they posted this video on how to build this longhouse, and it's very efficient, and I really like it. So I'm excited to show it off. I can see the game's taking a little longer than usual to load up here, and that's probably because of the update here. So we're gonna be patient. It's like the anticipation's killing me. Hopefully, yeah, it looks. I was like, hopefully it starts loading. There we go. This will be fun. This will be interesting. All right. So welcome to my humble abode, and as you can see, I've done quite a bit of playing. I've actually logged in about 250 hours in this game, so I've done quite a bit of exploration, but I've also done plenty of knocking off and spending time really enjoying the building. That's why I haven't really gotten further than the swamp. So I still got plenty to do in the main game. One big thing I'm going to be doing soon is exploring the mountains, but first, and today's plan, we're going to continue to explore this swamp and this whole area that I named the Great Swamp 2, because of course the Great Swamp 1 is up here, and that's yet to be fully explored as well. So I'm still kind of in that general area of the game of the main game, if you will. But this is the base. So check it out. We got some storage here. I did some basic labeling, subject to change, but for the most part, it's a good way to classify everything. And most of this area has comfort level 11. If you hang on the edges, you're going to be cold, and you're not going to get any comfort. But most of the house is comfortable, so we have ways to make stuff. We have our workbench and we have our forge, and then yeah, we have our fermenter and our bed, and we got a cooking station, and we have our cauldron. So yeah, I mean we got a lot going on here in just this single building. I decided to deck out the place with some dragons to top it off, and of course I'm going with the green banner theme here at Frog Fortress, or Frog, I don't know, what did I call it? Frog Domain, Frog Fortress, but this is the start. This is like essentially my home hub for right now. This is another building I made. It's pretty cool. Easy to make. Also saw this video on YouTube how to make this. Easy build, but it's nice, and it's spacious, and it's good for anyone else who might be playing, who maybe wants to make a little section of their own to bunker down. And I haven't really added windows. I was thinking about putting a nice window there or something. I don't know. But for right now, it's an empty building, needs decorating, but it's a start. And at least it makes this whole walled out area. Spent a lot of time working on this. It kind of adds more to the whole place. This is going to eventually turn into a big tower of some kind. I still have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Probably make a smaller home up there. Maybe another home around here. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring it out. This is the watchtower right here. You can go up and you can slide. I can see the new number system going on here with the stamina bar at the bottom center. That's really cool. That's actually the first thing I've noticed in this update. But I can tell also graphically it does look a little better than before. There were supposed to be a couple enhancements with lighting. And so now this is new. I've actually just noticed this right now. We have some honey with a yellow fork. So yeah, they did tweak the food in this update. So now you're going to see the health is 7, stamina 35. They did adjust that for sure, I noticed. And yeah, I mean, certain food items are going to be more for stamina. Certain items are going to be more for food. So it's interesting to see how that all plays out. Now there's some new materials to discover. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new things featured here. Wow. New building pieces I see as well. Just from adding an item to the inventory. It's like, holy crap, I just added boar meat. Now I got a new... I think that's just what the game's programmed to do. As soon as you add a new item to your inventory, it's going to enlighten you with all kinds of new things we can do. In fact, we can actually look at this menu here. And so, wow, look, we have a stone pile. Now they added a coal pile. They have they have stacks for the fine wood and stacks for core wood. That's good, because they only had a stack for wood. We have a hearth, which I believe we had before. I think it just looks a little different here in the icon anyway, but of course we have a bonfire. Yeah, let's see what else. We got a coin pile and coin stacks, cartography table. I think this is so you can share a map or parts of your map with other players, which I thought was really cool. And that wasn't even everything. That was just the miscellaneous. Iron cooking station. I think that's for certain types of meat that you're going to need it for. Wow. And I think I had most of these as well. Yep, I think that's the new one. What do I need for that? Iron. Yeah, we're going to have to go get some more iron for that anyway. That's cool. Oh, I think you can actually... Oh, yeah, you can display what it's going to look like. So you can get a general idea. Oh, that's not it. This one. But of course, it's going to show all red because it's not positioned. Well, that's what it would look like. Pretty cool. All right. So we'll see what else we got. We can go to building stuff. Okay, so they added more more things. You can make a cage. You can make a little jail cell, if you will. Jail cell. And then we got some more. What do you got? Ooh, a blue torch. That's cool. All right. We got some banners. Got the blue banner. Did they add more colors? Didn't really add more colors on banners. That's cool though. Oh look, we got a sitting log. In case you need to sit down somewhere. As if there aren't other sitting places. A stone throne. Cool. So yeah, we got the... Okay, we just need... Oh, we can actually make one of those now if I really wanted to. Neat. I wouldn't know where to put it right now at this point, but but yeah, we'll figure it out. And what else? I think that was it for the most part. That's really neat though. I'm excited. Oh, also you could probably do more things at the stations themselves. Let's go check that out. And before I go anywhere, I'm gonna have to wait. Who's online? I'm all curious. Wait, who's online? Who's doing stuff? Okay, gotcha. All right. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and go to the stations here and see if there's anything new that they added that we can craft that I had not previously been able to craft. Oh, I think they added this iron buckler. It's pretty cool. Ancient bark spear. I don't know if that might have been a thing already. I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe not so much noticeable there for me anyway, as I'm not, you know, that far into the game. I'm about halfway in the main game. Okay, so we got some more of the same, I think. I think they added a new knife, but that's a little later in the game. Bone Tower Shield, that's new. Bones of dead warriors make for good protection. Hey, they can finally make some use out of all those extra bone fragments that I have. Okay, well anyway. I'm curious how it stacks up. I'll figure that stuff out later. Okay, so now let's stock up, because I think I'm gonna go do a little exploring at the swamp. So I'm gonna grab a little more honey for right now. We'll replenish that later. We're gonna grab... Okay, that's food here. We're gonna take some of this stuff with us. I'm gonna take about 3 of these. Just in case. That's kind of like emergency procedure kind of stuff. I don't want to throw out all my best stuff here. Let's see. Take some of those. I'll take like 4 of those. Sure. I think we'll manage. I could cook up some meat too. That's another thing I may just do. I'm gonna need a swamp key, so that's in my key items. Where are my key items? Shit, I don't even know. Hold on. Rare materials? Nope. Almost. Tools and instruments. There we go. So there's our swamp key. Okay. And I'm probably going to take the light. Where did I put it? Miscellaneous? No. Boosts. This one, no, I'm good with the 5. I think that's enough. I really don't need that many healing potions with me now. I'll cut that in half. Or whatever. That works. Where is my headgear? Oh, you know what? I think I left it at the swamp. That's why I can't find it. Okay, that's where it is. Well, we're good on arrows for now. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else that's like super important. I think we'll just go grab some meat. Oh, I don't really need a couple of the things I have with me, so let's just, I don't know, put this away. Put away the torch. I really don't need these rocks and stones, but I will need them later. Resin. I don't really even need resin right now. Put it in common materials. Holy crap, we got a lot of resin. Okay, we'll put those rocks away. We'll take the sticks, sure. And I've been thinking about working on the spears just because my spear stats are generally kind of lower, so I might take it along with me. Don't think I'll need the hoe, but I mean, I might take it just in case there's a situation for it. I don't know, I'm kind of like attached to all of this crap, even though like it doesn't leave me with much room in my inventory, which can be annoying. You know, for the most part, I manage. We figure it out. So this is exactly, you know, why I put these little planks here in case I run out of stamina. I don't go sliding all the way down again. All right, let's cook some meat here, and so while that meat cooks, we'll do a little recap here. So I'm basically gonna head on down to the SS Frogman Forever. We're gonna slowly get this ship out of there, and we're gonna sail on down, and we're gonna explore this crypt first over here at Frogman Swamp. It's a tiny swamp, but it's, you know, it's a good little area. Cooked boar meat. Interesting. So we have cooked boar meat. So it kind of like tells you what kind of meat it is. I wonder if I'm going to get some cooked like deer meat out of this. Well, this is all boar meat. Wow. So regardless, because I can tell you before it was a mix of boar meat as well as deer meat. But I guess by default, if you have it all grouped together, it just turns into boar meat instead of there being any kind of deer meat. I assume there's deer meat because deer are not boar. But it kind of, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because if I would assume deer meat would be better than boar meat. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cook a little more. We're gonna need it for sure. Going to the swamp. Swamps are dangerous. Indeed. Now I'm going to be taking some of my better stuff, which might be a mistake, but I do have a portal that goes to the swamp now. So that definitely... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I do have a portal that goes to the swamp now, so that's going to make it like a lot easier. So like if something goes wrong and I lose all my stuff, I at least have a whole set of equipment. What's the lower level? Bronze. So I can just use that stuff and at least try to retrieve my iron stuff. Now if that goes wrong, I'm really screwed. But hopefully it doesn't get that bad. Alright, we'll just cook 2 more at least. Put the rest away. Save that for later. Okay, so we got a couple things that'll help with, I guess, more for stamina there. And we have some things that'll help more for health. Alright, let's go grab this. And let's head on out. We're going to have to eat something before we go. Interesting. I should have really paid attention more. That's the other thing, too, I'm going to have to get used to, is now that the new food system, you have to figure out, well, what's actually... Oh, look. It's Hugin? I don't know. Yeah, but you're going to have to figure out what stuff's, like, more practical. You have crafted a shield. A shield allows you to block incoming damage. If your timing is perfect, the enemy may also be parried. Be careful, though. If you block too many hits, you will become staggered. The amount of damage you can block before becoming staggered depends on your maximum health. So if you plan on tanking a lot of damage, you should eat food that increases your health. Heavier shields will block more damage, but will also slow you down. I'm kind of hoping that this whole food system thing isn't too overwhelming right off the bat. I'd like to hope that if I go in there just kind of playing as I normally do, that I'll be okay. But this whole game might give me a huge, like, head turn, because this is, I don't know. We'll have to just see how this goes. But it looks like it tells me, like, how long. I don't know what that is. The 14 and the 19 there might be. Let's see what it says. 14 and 19. I'm not really sure what they mean. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Alright, so we're going to head on down to the ship. If it's even still there. Where the hell's my ship? Oh. Doy. My ship's over at the swamp, so I just have to take the portal. Okay, so I was already back at where I needed to be. I really love this this whole continent here. This isn't the main continent that I started at. I started at the continent just north of here. And I decided to sail down here one day, and I just love the layout on this continent. It's just beautiful. So I made it my own. I wanted to, you know, settle down in a nice spot where, you know, you're in between a couple different biomes. And this one's in the meadows because it's the safest place, I think, to have a base. I mean, it's not like, it's probably not the most practical place, but it's safe. And then, you know, but I'm also close to a mountain biome, and I'm relatively close to a swamp. Of course, I'm close to a black forest, so you know, it's a good location, all in all. All right, so anyway, this is our portal to Swamp 2. And here we are. Let's see what I left here in the chest. Oh, there was a swamp key here. Well, that's okay. We have an extra one. I'm going to take this circlet here. It's going to be more useful. Debating whether leaving this food here. It's kind of just like an emergency thing. I'm gonna take like 3 of these. Oh yeah, so if you don't have the helmet on, well, obviously you can only have one thing on your head here. So anyway, let's put this wood down. We don't really need it. I think we're just gonna. I don't think we'll need the hoe right now. We'll leave it. We don't really need the hammer. Oh, well, I don't want to screw up my arrangement of things either, though. So, I guess we'll put this there. No, not that one. This one. There, just in case. And, I don't know. Put the key. Well, I don't need that key. Alright, just kind of reorganizing. I don't really need this either. Yeah. That at least gives me a couple more item slots to work with. Alright. We explore. Might as well set my spawn point there in the swamp. Alright, so I'm out to collect a couple different things. I'm going to explore a crypt. But I'm also going to... Oh, I don't have resin. That's okay. A doorbell. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I got someone at the door. I'll be right back. Hello, 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 mic check. Alright, cool. Hey, I'm really sorry about that. Wow, I'm impressed I didn't get killed while I stepped away from the computer. That was so weird, man. We've been having some domestic disturbances lately, and it's really annoying. So, I'm sorry about the stepping away for so long. I should have cut the stream, but the situation got under control, so we're good. But yeah, that's annoying. Anyway, back to it. Back to what we're doing. Sorry if I'm a little out of focus from this point forward. That was really not pleasant. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. I did a little bit of work here on this area. Oh. I was like, where's my chat? And it's like, because I have to look at this game full screen, but I think we're pulling this up here now, so we should be good. Yeah. Okay, cool. I got it now. I can see it. I can see. All right. Anyway, what do we do? Let's put this headgear on so we can get some better lighting, because this place is freaking dark. So, I'm gonna main the club and shield for the time being. Of course, gotta watch out for leeches in the water. Let's see. So one of the things, okay, look, that's fine. Brand new day, day 520. Let's do this. Hearth and home. Here we go. We're in the swamp. All right. So one of the things I wanted to do for sure, some entrails and blood bags. I definitely want to grab those. Gonna need those for food later. I hear more enemies. Sounds like leeches. So one thing I didn't really notice is that these trees with the glowing light, those have guck in them. So I'm gonna try to see if I can even make it to this tree. I don't know that I can. Guck sack. Whoa, I just barely survived that. Oh, I died. Holy crap. Was not expecting that. Okay, so lesson learned. You can't swim to a tree that's just submerged in water. For some reason, I was thinking that you could actually stand on some part of the tree and still kind of get some footing in, so... Alright. No matter. Oh, I don't want to go there. Can I run and grab my stuff real quick? I might be able to. But I gotta move quick, because I think I'm still on... Oh, there's no corpse drain. I was stuck there for a second. Is my portal on reverse? Why did I end up back there? Alright, anyway, let's try to grab this stuff. Not die in the process. That was close. Almost died there. Alright, let's equip all our stuff again. Sheesh. That was unpleasant. Alright, well. You know that's a good sign when that's how you start off the stream. Alright, let's go. I guess I've been in this about 37 minutes, so never mind, but... Okay, well, I don't really need this, the skull. I got plenty of those. There's a leech. Alright, let's go ahead and eat some tasty food. Tasty. Alright, let's head on over to the first crypt here. Don't really have a lot of time for exploring here in the swamp. When do you ever have time for exploring in the swamp? To be fair. Okay, so that's where the swamp. That's where the crypt is. Excuse me. I don't see any enemies, but I know there's a spawner not too far from here. Down that direction. Oh, it's a 2. It's a 2. Wow, that took off a lot of damage. Make sure no one's sneaking up behind me. Okay, screw that guy. Let's just get to the crypt. That's the spawner over there. It's a deep pool. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. No time like the present. Sunken crypts. Oh geez, what are we in for here? Alright, we have 3 paths to go. I'm gonna grab the yellow mushrooms because I like using those. I want to use those for decorations for like a trail in the forest. I've seen someone do that and it looks really nice. Alright. Okay, which way should we go? Left or right? I say we go right. I usually go left first, but something tells me I might want to do the right path first. Sounds like a blob or something. Let me see. Definitely need some iron. Or some, excuse me. No, it's iron, isn't it? Wait, what is it called? Yeah, it's scrap iron. Okay, I don't know. I was getting confused there. Here you go. I don't know where the blob is. Let's see. Apparently a Draugr. Everyone's invited to the party, sure. Man, I'm really slow at getting both my shield and my club out. There's just no easy way to do it for someone like me. Ooh. Alright, here we go. See, the theory is that if you press both buttons at the same time, you'll have them both available, but it doesn't always happen. Hey guys, how's it going? Got some entrails. Okay, well, there's clearly enemies over there. Some, oh, let's equip this baby. There we go, that's better for the crypts. That's why we bring it. Withered bone. Whoa, 17 iron. Yes, please. Take that, take that. Yes, indeed. All right, rubies. Cool. It's a good little crypt so far. All right, well, let's go ahead and collect as much of the scrap iron that we can. Gonna have to load it onto the boat at some point. I'm curious how bad my stats got screwed up when I died there. So my running was, I think it was at like 56. Yeah, that sounds about right. So now, where am I with, yeah, I could use, hold on, where are my clubs? There, wait, I saw them. There they are. 25. Bow's at 34. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll keep going right. That's an elite Draugr right there. Whoa. That was another friendly guy. Good thing he can't hit me. Oh, now he's gonna be all smart and stuff. Can I still hit this guy? Oh, I don't think so. It's probably... Oh. No, but he can hit me there. He can just barely not make it in, which is so great for me. Ugh. It's just a standstill with this guy. Alright, well he's down. It's so ironic that he would spend so much time standing on this thing, but then when he dies, his body falls over here. Oh crap, is it a spawner? What the hell's going on? Whoa. Well, this guy got in. Yeehaw! Come on, boy. Alright. He's a big one. Oh, man. Okay, I definitely think there's got to be a spawner there. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Of course, they're gonna find a way in at some point. So, but yeah, that's a good way to rack up some experience. If you really want to do that way. I'm just gonna assume that it's safe to turn around and continue on collecting scrap iron. Don't save now, it's not the time. Beware of the blob. It leaps and creeps and slides across the floor. I guess I could just break it, sure. Oh, by the way, I'm so used to accidentally pressing the 3 to bust out the hammer that's why it keeps showing up. I wonder if I should just take that out, but then I won't have a spot for it. Either way. Alright, well that blob's dead. Alright, I think we're clear to go in this room without any interruption. Yeah, don't forget any of the scrap iron. We don't want to leave any behind. In fact, like, that's one right there. Could have something. Muddy scrap right there. Oh, somewhere around here. What the? I see it, but I don't see it. There it is. Thought there was more. Okay, apparently not. see what we have in store over here. It's the ooze, the secret of the ooze. There is still some more muddy scrap pile. I saw it for a second. There it is, right there. Somewhere around here. There it is. I didn't do anything, but you know, whatever, at least we know. And we have a complete 100% dead end here. Alright, let's we'll grab those. Let's go ahead and check this area out. I noticed that these scrap piles don't take as long to break with the update. I don't know if they did anything with it. It didn't say they did anything with it. Maybe they forgot to mention they did something with it. But I don't notice anything. I mean, it's like less to dig through. What do we have here? Empty room. Works for me. I think that might be all the muddy scrap pile there. We're doing really good on the first haul for iron here. At least the first haul in this swamp. Alright, we got some amber. What else do we got? Some coins. I don't need this. I don't really need the bones either, but I'm not too attached to ooze at this point. I don't know. Maybe it's useful, but I think I'll leave it for now. Probably, I think I need more bones. I'm gonna fight bone mass again, so I'm debating whether to keep those. I'll keep it for now. For right now, I'm gonna grab some more arrows. What are these? Iron head. I don't have iron head. Oh, interesting. Okay. Some more. Wow, there's a lot of wood and money. Huh. Well, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I have to grab them later. I'll just have to keep in mind. Whoa, they added some new icons. Oh, maybe not. Nope, they didn't. That would be cool, though. Alright, well, I'll just make a little note here that, you know, there's stuff in here. There's stuff. It's really not your best thing to... Whoa, wrong button, Elder. That's whatever, it's just the Elder. Dude, I always press that button. Okay, let's see. So we went... Holy crap, that scared me. Dude, what's going on, James? How you doing, man? It's too perfect. It's like it works on so many levels. I mean, honestly, like it's never scared me before, but I think the fact that I'm in the crypts like is just perfect. Well done, sir. You got me. How you enjoying your Thursday? You know what? It's all right. It's been a good Thursday. I don't really have anything to complain about. How about you? Oh man, I got so many options for places to go. This is quite the crypt to be exploring. Yeah, I definitely have to check out more of those videos you sent me. I really liked that. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Because a lot of the stuff I learned about video games, I learned from Angry Video Game Nerd. So it's like, okay, well, this guy looks like he's like, you know, did his research and he like understands it and everything, and he presents it really well. So it's another good resource for learning more about gaming history and everything that goes with that. Okay, we got a Draugr in there. Ooh, nice shot, dude. Got a couple Draugrs. noticed that your stamina wears down like a lot more since the update, which I don't know if I like that so much. I kind of wish they didn't mess much with the stamina stuff, but I get it. I get it. Maybe the game was too easy. I mean, I've never complained about the game being too easy, but I'm sure there are a lot more people who are more seasoned with the Minecraft games and open world in general. I've been doing it a lot longer than people like little old me, so of course I might think it's more challenging, but it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Had class in the morning, just been doing homework and stuff for tomorrow morning's lab.
Sounds not like fun. But that's good though, that's important for sure. Do you know what the lab's gonna be about? Did they like tell you all ahead of time so you kind of have a general idea? I would imagine so. I don't think I'm gonna keep the pearls, at least not right now. Money's not necessarily a priority. There really isn't a lot to buy anyway. I don't have like all the options, but we can at least get some digging in with this pickaxe until it gives out. Probably have to do this in more than one trip. This may be a dead end here, looks like, but at least we can dig out the muddy scrap pile, try to get some iron out of this.
Sort of always a surprise, but it's rehab technique, so
It's usually fun. Oh, that's good. So it's like a lot of like hands-on kind of labs, right? You have to actually practice the techniques and everything, I would assume. Looks like we got some more back there. I don't know if I can reach that. Can I? Huh. Not really sure how to reach all of it. That's okay. We'll leave it for now. Check out this room, maybe. Sounds like there's definitely like a blob out on the other side of this wall.
now that I think about it, we're probably going to do a lot of joint mobilization tomorrow. That's what lecture was about today.
Cool. Well, that's exciting. That's. I mean, when you get to actually, it's different. Yeah, when you actually get to do something hands-on, that can be, really valuable. After so much reading, sometimes you just gotta get your hands in there, get right to it. Okay, it looks like there's just a blob, so I'm just gonna break this down and go ahead and get the shield out. Oh, we have a Draugr here too. Hello. Nice of you to join us. I hope you don't stay long. I did piss that guy off though, that's for sure. He is not happy. But he's also not moving closer when he really could. Yeah, stamina bar is a lot lower. And I'm sure that, you can use items to help increase that, but holy crap. Okay, I get it now. There's seconds and minutes. There you go. How long you can still have that food in your system. I figured it was, but I also felt like 20 minutes was a long time for chicken. Or meat or whatever. Alright, well, nothing else in this room as far as enemies. So that's good. Getting some treasures. We'll take the bones. The ooze. And a dead end. I've never seen a dead end like this in a crypt, but then again, I haven't really explored too many crypts on my own. I had a bunch of friends help me with a lot of the crypt exploration, so it wasn't like something that I had to do or that I really grew comfortable with doing on my own. So, and if you know me or if you know me like really well, you'll know that I'm not really one for horror games. I kind of get a little spooked at every little thing. Really trigger happy. Really, I don't know. So, I think we're at a dead end here. So we'll start backtracking. But I'm gonna grab these yellow mushrooms. But yeah, I think that like if I decide to do a playthrough of this game, which I'm leaning towards yes at some point, that I would probably not do too well with like the crypts in general. All right. So anyway, that's cleared up. Let's grab the yellow mushrooms. All of this is explored. I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of here. Missed that bone. Alright, well, let's proceed. I guess we'll try this one next. I added another withered bone. How many withered bones do I have? I only really need 10. I got 9. There's a blob. Beware of the blob. Did I kill it in one hit? Holy crap. Oh, there's a spawn point. We don't want that right now. I'm surprised nothing spawned. Alright, well, let's finish crushing this. Coins. Alright, more treasures. Getting a lot of treasures here. Some more pearls, some ooze. I have to come back for the pearls. Alright, well, this is probably a dead end, but we'll go ahead and break it anyway. Nothing there. Oops. Muddy scrap piles. I forget that you sometimes find leather scraps in the muddy scrap piles. It's kind of like a weird place since there's no boars in the crypts. It's just kind of weird that you would find it there.
That's some hard ass ooze.
Oh yeah. It sure doesn't look like ooze, I'll tell you that. Oh. Alright, so anyway. I hear a drogger. Here, droggy. I don't even know if this will hit him. No, but it just certainly does piss him off. I feel like if I take out this thing, it's going to open up both of them. Let me see if I can get ready for the quick change. Alright, so as soon as I open this thing, all hell's going to break loose. Let me take some more food. Because that was for health. And, probably going to need some stamina here, so yeah, whatever. Take one of those. A little extra stamina boost, because here we go. Yep. Oh, let me use one of these healing could really use it. Oh, you guys aren't gonna come in? Ouchie. So they reprogram the enemies to still attack each other, but they're a little smarter in that they'll attack whoever's closest to them. But I could also tell that these guys are a little harder to dodge than before. Now you could like roll, so that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Because before it used to be that strafing was like good enough. So I don't know. I'm still getting used to this new combat as well. That's another reason why my combat can be a little awkward. It kind of has the aesthetic of Dark Souls. Interesting. I know those games are quite popular. I've never played them. I haven't even seen gameplay of it. I really should. It's a fun game, man. If you ever wanted to play it, I would be so down to play it. I'm always playing this game. I think you know that though. This game is like really fun to play in groups too. Like it's like encouraged to play this game in groups. Holy crap, this place is massive. No wonder there's only one of them at this little tiny. Look, I'm in a relatively small swamp, you know, compared to like this swamp, for instance. There's only one crypt, and I'm in it right now. That's where the door is. I'm like way over here, underground. I mean, it's pretty large for just a single crypt.
They're pretty cool, although they sort of have a toxic fan base, so I can't recommend them for streaming.
I see. Yeah, that's kind of like another reason why I don't play like Rocket League too much. I feel like, you know, there's too many like really good players, and they can say some pretty mean things on like the community. I don't know how they do it when the cross-platforming and all that stuff. I guess they get really into it, but yeah, I could see that. Like, it's like, in this particular crypt, it's almost like every room I go into, there's like 3 more rooms to go into. The place is just exponentially big. Still some more muddy scrap pile, if I can get to it. Okay, well that's a dead end, so I don't mind it so much as I do want to collect as much iron as I can. I don't want to be in this crypt forever.
Yeah, dude, for real, it's like, chill out. We all play games for flashing colors and explosions. Games aren't that serious.
I mean, if you're trying to make a living out of it, I guess, but I still don't think that's like cause for being, you know, total jerk. Oh, there you are. I was gonna take out the pickaxe and he just kind of slides on over. I'm surprised how long he was able to hold that. It's because I took that carrot soup probably help with my stamina build. See what I mean about how, like, I'm so not used to toggling between the numbers? I really got to get better about that. Keep on hitting the 3, and that keeps generating that stupid text. And look, we got 2 more. I was just like, this place is just never ending. Well, this axe is almost done, so we'll have to turn around and take it all back to the ship at some point, but... I think that's it. As far as what we can grab anyway.
Lately, when I have time, I've been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance on 360.
So much silly fun. You're gonna have to show me some of those Marvel games. I need to just, like, I don't know. I've been talking with my fiance about it. We gotta jump on those Marvel movies, because I think the last one we saw was the first Captain America. So we still, I think the first Avengers is next, and we've never seen that. So it's crazy. Like we're like years behind everyone. I mean, we're like decades behind everyone, really. Okay, not decades, but you know. All right, so we're out of the axe, so we'll go ahead and try to get all of the iron we can back. Now I can't really hold that much more weight anyway. I think I'll leave these chains here, as much as I would like them. Yeah. Oh, I'm using the flint head arrows. That's not what I wanted to do. That sucks. We'll switch to the fire ones for now. But yeah, I'll come back for that chain, but what I should really just try to grab as much iron as I can. Oh, I don't want the leather scraps. No. I don't want the Draugr trophy either. Thank you. Okay, we got the scrap iron. Alright, now I'm at 4. Now I'm at full weight here, so I can't carry anything else. But hey, you know, 32 iron is a good first haul. But there's so much left in this tomb to explore. Oh, those are those guys. They almost forgot about me. They're like, hey, wait a minute, it's that guy. Okay, so wow. So there's the entrance. Alright, so now we gotta get back to the ship. And then we'll probably have to empty some of our inventory at the base. Try again.
Not super into the movies, but the games got removed from being available because Activision lost the rights for Spider-Man. So you have to find a used disc copy of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Oh, I gotcha. So you had to. So you got it then, or wait?
Oh, on the yeah, because you said you got it on the 360. There you go. Cool. Was that game like? Well, you said it was used. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking? Is it one of those games that, you know, is kind of pricey because everyone's collecting games now, or you were able to kind of make it work, find a good option? Ooh. I saw something jump, but I don't know where it is. Okay, so another thing I want to try to grab more. Oh, we're in a. I think this is part. I was gonna say this looks like a Black Forest, but never mind. Thought it was just like a tiny little piece of a Black Forest. Okay, I really need to find some guck, and the guck is in like those trees, but of course I can't go get it from that tree because it's in the water and I'll die. Oh, look, it's a Draugr. Hello, Draugr. Alright, so anyway, let's see. I don't know how I'm going to get all that guck over there. I might have to pass by it with a boat and just like chop away at that stuff. I don't know. Alright, so there's the ship. The other thing I want to look for are the turnip seeds. I've never seen those before, and apparently they're in the swamps. And maybe I have seen them and I just wasn't paying attention. Just didn't notice. That guy popped out of nowhere. How's the old ship doing? Whoa. Someone's attacking me. Another one of these stupid skeletons. Damn skeletons in my swamp. Alright. Wait, can I fix this? I don't have my hammer. Of course not. Well, let's make a cheap hammer. I don't have the wood or the stones. There's some wood here.
It used to be super common, so it's still pretty affordable. At one time, Xbox packaged 360 with it in Forza 2 as a console bundle. So I got the 2 games for $5. Wow. The sequel, MUA. Oh, Marvel Universe Alliance or Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 goes for about $20 online, but I'll bet it's still a bargain. It's still in the bargain bin of pawn shops for 10.
Really? So was it like not that well known, or it's just because it was so common? Like, how was it received well? Let's see. I don't have the rocks to make the hammer, but I'm sure we could find some. I think the stones are basically in every biome. Oh, well, let me put away all the other stuff I don't need. Let me see. Put this away, that away. Put those away for now. Put away the bones. Put away that. I don't even need this stuff really, but I'll just put it in there for now. Hey, don't interrupt me while I'm looking at the chat. Hold on. Sheesh.
Alright, games are essentially 3D beat-em-ups with RPG-like leveling. Okay.
So kind of like, is it kind of like, we played, what was the name of the game we played? Was it Dungeons and Dragons? Or it was something else though. Ooh. It's kind of like that game, because there was some leveling up going on in that one.
Dude blew up like Shao Kahn. Oh, it was super common. Both games sold like gangbusters. Plus, it was an Activision title, so they
printed a ton of copies. Gotcha. I figured I'd just finish him. Got one more hit, why not? Okay, we have the wood, we just need the stones. Hold on. I should have had my shield up, but... Okay, well, you know what? There's some stone there, although I can't break it because I don't have a pickaxe. Tell you what. We're going back to fix our tool.
That was the Capcom made D&D game, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know we played Streets of Rage 4. Did we play the game in mind with Alejandro? I don't think we played it with Alejandro. We should still do that if we can.
Definitely. I really liked Streets of Rage. I'm not very good, but I mean, it was pretty fun. Let's see. I'm going to put the bone fragments away. Bone fragments. Well, that'd be like miscellaneous because I have like a surplus of that, right? Yeah, okay. And... okay, oh, I would put that in cauldron stuff. There we go. Go to the forge. Alright, we fix all our stuff. I may take the... well, I gotta get the hammer out. I might have left it in the bin.
This game is pretty addictive now with the roguelike survival mode.
Interesting. There's like a different mode that we didn't play? Is that just like, you know, you get one life and that's, you know, one and done kind of deal? Okay, we're gonna use that hammer because we're gonna... yeah, let's go ahead and fix the boat. Oh, it wasn't even broken. It looks so like worn down, but it's just because, I don't know, I guess because we're in the swamp. Because I don't even need that wood after all then. Well, I might as well keep exploring that crypt. I didn't, you know, I gotta get iron. That's a big thing. Oh, there's a stone. Jeez. When I don't need it. But I think once we clear this crypt, I'll kind of stay above land if I still have time. I don't know if I'll have time after that, but I need to find some turnip seeds anyway, and maybe some guck if we can get access to it. That's a leech. You can pretty much dodge the leeches as long as you, of course, stay away from the water, which is easier said than done.
Have I picked up anything new on the Switch?
No, not. I haven't picked anything up, but I do have games that I still haven't played yet that are on my list. Like one of the games that I've heard really good things about. It's a Metroidvania. It's that Hollow Knight game. I don't think it was exclusively for the Switch, but I did buy the port for the Switch. I tried out Knockout City, which is that dodgeball game. It was all right. I mean, I didn't really put a lot of time into it, but from what I played, it was fun. You can do like up to 3-player co-op on that one, and it's like 3-on-3 dodgeball. It's pretty cool. Definitely some Draugrs in there. I think there's a spawner there as well. And we already explored all of this. And we headed left. Might as well grab the pearls now. I don't need that. That's silly. Why would I need that guy? Another one too. Just can't get rid of that guy. How about you? Have you checked out any new games on the Switch or anything? Or are you just asking me in general? Do you own a Switch? I didn't think you did. Let's see. I don't need that ooze. Okay, this is all dead end. So that's good. And then that's all explored. Only thing left to do is grab the mushrooms, which I already grabbed, so we're good. Huh. I meant to put them away, but I still have them with me. I guess I can use it for... I don't really need it for health. Should have grabbed more food before I came back in here. I'll eat that for now. Alright, so we'll grab these yellow mushrooms. I think this is where we have a lot of the iron. This is the next place to go. I don't want that Draugr trophy either. A lot of Draugr trophies to be won here. And the game glitches or lags because it's saving. We'll put that away. Look at that stuff. I really don't need this wood anymore. I only had it because I was going to make that hammer, which I don't need anymore.
There's a rumor or announcement that Nintendo is looking to give the Switch some new N64 ports. That would be cool. Just curious. I don't own one. The new Metroid has me tempted, though. I haven't heard anything about that new Metroid game. Like, I mean, I've seen the trailer, but I haven't heard anything as far as, like, if people were, like, the reception of it. Like, what people like, if they like it or not. Honestly, if Nintendo started porting GameCube games, I'd pick it up in a flash, but somehow I don't think that will happen this generation.
I know what you mean. I love the GameCube. So great. I should really stream more GameCube games, and I do plan to, but I don't know. I don't have access to as many GameCube games as I used to. They kind of would break or whatever, but my cousin has access to the full library on his. He has them all like into hard drives, and he plays them on his Wii. So I don't know. Maybe one day he'll let me borrow it. I could do some streaming, some GameCube games. I mean, I'll probably stream some of the ones I own, but. Like, I mean, I was streaming Pikmin games. I haven't streamed Pikmin 3 yet. That's on the list. But yeah, there's definitely some great GameCube games. So many games that I haven't even like heard of or played myself. I think that was a really underrated console. I've always said it was my second favorite system to the Super Nintendo.
The systems in the games are deteriorating with time. Nintendo would make a lot of people happy if they hired some teams to get the best sellers ported. The whole generation was amazing. Games were so much
Silly arcade fun. I'm with you there, man. It's like I could probably reach this muddy scrap pile, but you have to like play with the angles, and you know, I've already like hit stone like 3 or 4 times trying to get that one. It's like there's a certain point where it's not worth it. It's just like wearing down your pickaxe, so I don't even care about that one. And there's also no guarantee that there's actually any scrap iron in there, so I just don't see the point. I'm literally just picking up that leather so I can put it away. Go ahead and grab the coins. I'm gonna grab the wood and more coins for right now. Okay, so we've basically just about explored. Oh, I'm cucumbered here. Oh, it's probably because of all the ancient bark I just grabbed. Huh. Maybe I'll put it away. I can always get ancient bark from any of the hundreds of trees outside anyway, so I don't really need to grab it. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Ooh, stairs. Whoa. I've never seen a room like that before. With stairs? What? Even in the crypts that I would explore with the buddies, I would never see stairs. That's interesting. And there's nothing here. So it's like the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in the crypts, and there's like nothing here. It's just a dead end. Well, that was anticlimactic. Alright, well, I don't need this withered bone. I'd rather take the iron if I can... if I can grab any more. Might not be able to. Yeah, carrying too much. Okay, let me put one of these away. Oh, wait. I don't need leather. Can I carry it now? No, still can't. Alright, put away... throw 3 away? Oh. Well, maybe I just can't take one of them. Oh, dang it. I always press the wrong button here. Let's put like 3 down. Because how much do these weigh individually? Oh, 10. Okay, then we're good. We're maxed out.
Have you seen the trailers for the new Nickelodeon
Fighting game? Yes. It looks amazing. Well, I don't know about amazing, but I mean it looks cool. I mean, I appreciate, you know, who they decided to put into the game. I hope that you know, who they showed in the trailer wasn't their complete set of players. I mean, if it was, then fine, but How could you have a Nickelodeon game without characters from like, I want to say it was their first like most popular or first, I don't know if it was the first animated, it could have been, but it was at least one of the first most popular ones was Ren and Stimpy. Like, I don't know, maybe there's more to the story, like, you know, getting rights and everything to it, but it looks like fun. Alright, these guys gotta go. I don't know if I can hit this guy though. Oh, you can. Cool, I got him. I should probably eat something here. Let's eat those. This guy can't hit me from where he is right now. But I'm gonna take out the pile. I don't want them respawning here. Alright, cool. Sometimes, like, I think there's like a little bit of hesitation going into rooms like that because my combat earlier wasn't so hot, and so I'm kind of like, I don't know, is it a bad idea for me to just go in there? But sooner or later, you just kind of let the fears drift away, and you're just like, screw it, let's just do it. Just gotta jump in there and take care of business sometimes. I was like, where's that guy come from?
What? They showed off Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, well, I'll have to check that out.
That's awesome. Okay, never mind then. I'm all for this game. I'm 100% on board right now. Do they have Rocco?
You gotta have Rocco.
Hell, I'd be cool with the Angry Beavers. Throw those guys in there. I think I'm going to get it on PC for mods. The game won't come with voices due to licensing issues, but I'll bet modders will be able to add them in. Oh, that would be, yeah. Hopefully they get some good voices. I mean, I wouldn't even mind if it's a mod. I wouldn't even mind if they just like took sound bites from like the original characters. Screw it, right? Yeah, with licensing. You gonna rep your boy SpongeBob or Helga from Hey Arnold?
I know a friend who's probably gonna be very happy to hear about Nigel Thornberry. Oh jeez, poison arrows. I don't even know how to make those. I think that's like something that you just have to kind of come across. Whoa, someone hit me. Lucky shot. Whoa, someone's hitting me. What the hell? How are they hitting me? They're like glitching through. That was so weird. Oh! Gotta dig him out. Oh my... Oh, this guy's like locked in to the rock. Cool. Oh, that was weird. That guy was lodged in there. I was like, how is this guy hitting me? Let's just say he wasn't ready for the update. Oh, I'm Nigel Thornberry. I do a terrible. I just do voices terribly, like in general. I don't know.
They had to have added that guy for the memes.
Make no bones about it. Yeah. Well, Nigel's a fan favorite. People love idiot cartoon dads. It works. I don't hear the dads complaining about it either. I'm not complaining. That's gonna be me. Ooh. Alright, so we basically explored this whole right side of the crypt. We still got the whole left side. Holy crap. Alright, but I'm full on stuff, so I gotta put some things away and to come back to this. I think because I'm running a little lower on time, I'll have to finish exploring this crypt off camera, but I'm still gonna play a little bit more on the surface because I still need to look for turnips and I need to look for some more guck because I need that guck to decorate my base. It's used for the banners, and I'm trying to really make it look like my fortress with the green banners all over the place. So definitely got to get some of that stuff for materials. Did not need to bring the leather scraps, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Now I noticed the food, despite the fact that the food system is quite different and some ways not as generous, or how do I put this? They don't hold your hand so much with the items. They do kind of. You have to like really plan it out better now. Like for instance, your stamina bar was like super high before, and now it's just completely dependent on food. I lost my train of thought trying to figure that thought out. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna put all this scrap iron away. We got a lot going on there, but there's still so much more. Put away these pearls. Put away the chains. Those away. Definitely clears up the slots when you. Do I really need? I don't want these bones. Huh. Okay, I don't want the leech trophy. I'm getting rid of that. Screw the leech trophy. I'll have to put the money down there. Yeah, I guess I'll just hold on to that stuff for now. Okay, well, since I'm not going to be going back into the crypt, I'm just going to put the helmet back on.
I feel like this boat's a lot further from the surface.
Some may find skeletons humorous.
I love to play as Dexter's dad from Dexter's Lab in the video game. That guy was like psychotic.
Or play as Hugh from Jimmy Neutron. He was psychotic, wasn't he? See. gonna take some more food. Take like, I mean, just in case. I'll take one of these. Worst case scenario. That's like for emergencies. I'll leave these here. I don't need to take them with me. I have an extra swamp key I don't even need. I'll put the headgear away. And yeah, we'll work with that.
He was the Muffin Man.
You know, I kind of like vaguely know what you're talking about, but it's been a little while to freshen up on the old Nickelodeon cartoons. Be nice to watch some of that stuff. I have some of those things on like DVD, but I don't have a DVD player anymore. So it's like, what's the point? Yep, I kind of figured this guy would poison me. Oh, it'll tell you how long you're going to be poisoned for. That's new. Yeah, we're getting a lot of combat here because there's a spawner not far. Now these enemies, I don't think they... Oh, this guy can. Holy crap. I was like, these guys can't go on trees, so we're good. But I was wrong. Maybe they updated that so they're a little more capable. Uh-oh. This guy's not happy with me. Yeah, the combat system, I gotta say, is a lot more challenging after this update. Like, really, I mean, well, obviously the leeches aren't an issue. But, yeah, you can't necessarily go all, you know, all confident to these large groups of enemies. It's not gonna go well. Okay, there's a tree over there with Guck. I don't know if it's surfaced or not. It doesn't look like it is. But I want to try to make it over there without pissing off too many enemies and getting too much attention here. Oh, that guy went out pretty quick. So we're going to try to sneak around. We will quite literally try to sneak over there. As long as we can, you know, try to stay out of the water. I don't think I've gotten really anyone's attention just yet. So this Guck was one of 4 items on my shopping list. We already got some iron. Now I need some Guck. We have it right here. A couple skeletons, enemies over there that might recognize this. I'm going to activate the power of the Elder. Oh, that's a cool animation. Let me have the shield out while I do this in case someone tries to be a wise guy and take me out. Let me see. Whoop. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you can actually cut the trees down, but what we could do... Alright, here's what we're going to have to do. So that we can reach this Guck. We're going to cut down some trees. Collect some wood here. Try not to grab too much attention from enemies. So we're going to make a workbench Doesn't matter where. Right here's fine. I think I got someone's attention. Yep, I sure did. I got all these guys' attention. Now that Draugr's coming in for this too. And the blob. Where'd that Draugr go? He's right there. Alright, ooh, here's some Guk we can reach. Yeah, we got the Guk. 2 down. This guy's coming back for more. Alright, so anyway, now we have a workbench, so let's build a little platform right here. We'll jump up. Okay, hold on. Let me mute the mic here for a second. I got a phone call. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I think we're good. Alright, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and, assuming I didn't catch anyone's attention, grab this Guk. Looks like there was only 1 per sack. That's fine. I want all that. I want all of that. Let's see if we can make it up there. We're going to need more wood.
So we'll go ahead and cut this stuff down.
It's like at an awkward angle. I mean, I don't really like it, but let's see if we can work with that. That's a little high. Better safe than sorry on that one. Ooh. Okay, so the hammer does come in use for the swamp. Ooh. Okay. Can I reach that? You can't, like, swing up, that's the thing. I think I just need a little more wood. Oh, I have enough. Yay. Got 6. Cool. Alright, well, we can cut down more tree and get more Guk. Yeah, part of me knew that guy was gonna attack me. Let's see. Let's take some more food. Take some of those. Take some of that. A little honey. Whoa, there's another one. See if we can navigate ourselves up there. These trees are kind of weird about, you know, climbing. Let's see. Okay, well that's better. Alright, got it. Oh yeah! There's more guck. I can use one of these just because if I don't want to like take a fall and then it's all over here. Is it really worth it for all this guck? Maybe not. Am I gonna go for it anyway? Of course. It's more like a safety platform there. Landed down there, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab this one too. Well, let's see, I don't know. Now I'm out of wood. Let's see if we can take that one down. Oh, well, that wouldn't help. Huh. I'm gonna need more wood. Ouchie. Not good to fall. Whoa, it's a freaking ghost. It's a freaking ghost. Or a wraith. This wraith is raving over here. Ooh. I don't really know this guy's like attack pattern. It's like every single time I swing at this guy, he swings at me. Ooh. Alright, whatever, he's dead. Pick up the chain. Screw the bones, we'll grab the chain. 16 guck. Crap. Okay, you know what? There's a certain point where it's just like, it's not worth it. Not right now. We got, you know, some guck. Got a trio of skeletons. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Oh, there's some more guck over there. Tell you this food doesn't really keep you healed up for as long. Let's make a workbench somewhere around here. So that we can make a platform. Oh, there's another raid. Woo. Okay, I'm starting to figure out those raids a little bit more. Alright, where was I? Making platforms. If I can even get to them. Oh, okay. Alright, got some guck. Cool. Going to need more. Well, I was kind of like swimming on land for a second there. That was weird. Alright. Whoop. Oh, I can't make the jump because I don't have the stamina. Ooh. Oh, come on, dude. Let's put another one. Jeez. It's like, it's still kind of finicky. Maybe they'll fix that later. Getting a lot of guck there, though. Wow, I fell pretty far into the water and I was okay. Maybe there's some water physics going on there. I'm gonna just mark this on the map. Put guck there. We'll put guck. All right, cool. Looks like there's some more over there too. I'm just gonna put an estimate. Guck estimate. Alright. we have to head back to the base safely. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck. Yeah, I gotta get away from the spawner. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck finding turnips in this little island, but I would certainly find more in another part of the swamp. Okay, so I guess we'll put away what we have for now. How are the bees doing? Got plenty of honey. Oh yeah. 20 there. Two there. Just added a bunch of honey. Prepare all our stuff. There's the save on the game. Let's see, rare materials. I mean, I'll just put the guck there for now. And we got our cauldron stuff. I don't need this as a leech trophy. I'll just put it with the rest of the trophies. And we got some wood. We'll put away some guck. I need to put some honey back in here because I took it out of the honey pot and I wasn't supposed to. Alright. Oop. I need to switch my power back to, well, to something better. But, I mean, it's fine. Elder can do a lot of tree cutting down. I mean, I'm going to need that. I'm sure I'm going to need wood for more buildings and stuff like that I want to make. So, anyway, we got the wood up here. We got there. And then the guck. I don't really know where the guck goes. It's right there. You know, for having, like, so many chests, it's interesting. It's amazing, really, how well I can keep up with, you know, what is where for the most part. So, I'm actually going to wrap it up for today, guys, but I want to thank anyone and everyone who stopped by. I have mixed feelings about this new update. I mean, I like it. I think it definitely adds to the challenge of the game, but I also think I got too comfortable in the cushy kind of Valheim playing. So, but I think it's great news if you're wanting more of a challenge. I I definitely recommend it to anyone. I still am going to play the hell out of it. I'm just going to have to get used to the new kind of aspects to the combat, the new aspects to just like how the food works. Just getting a better feel for it, but that'll come in time. Time being, I'm enjoying it nonetheless. I think it's a lot of fun, as I always have. I'm able to play in this game for over 250 hours, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more with the old fortress here as well. Gonna make a big stone, or I don't know about stone, but I'm gonna make a big tower here. I might do stone structures, but I would probably plan on expanding this even more if I was gonna add some stone structures. You know, that's future stuff. And this game is can take up so much time, but it's also so satisfying when you see it all come together like this. It's really looking good. I'm really happy with it. But anyway, guys, I appreciate it, and we'll definitely be checking out. See who else might be on. But yeah, next time I stream, I plan for it to be next Monday, but we'll see what happens. I might possibly be on for a little bit on Sunday. I always say that, and I know I don't always follow through, but I will try. At any rate, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.